As the country mourns the death of 16 students in a tragic dormitory fire at Utumishi Girls Senior Schools in Gilgil, painful memories of past school tragedies have resurfaced. The pattern remains hauntingly familiar amid queries on whether lessons from previous tragedies have been taken, implemented or left to gather dust. Aaron Marie traces the chronology of school fires in Kenya and the safety concerns that continue to put learners at risk as educationists call for an end to such tragedies.
The smoke may have cleared at Utumishi Girls Senior School in Gilgil, but it has left in its wake pain, anger, and unanswered questions. 16 students dead, dozens injured, another tragedy with little answers. The chronology of school fires tragedies claiming the life of learners in boarding school stretch back decades.
Based on our statement, I can scope it right from the St. Kizito's 1991 school. I'm citing that because at that particular moment, then President Moi established a team, what we are calling a task force, to investigate what really happened. And they'll also put in the Shanguli of the 2001, because at that time also, still the same President Moi set in place a task force to investigate what happened.
About 2 years ago in September 2024, at least 20 students died in a fire in Hillside and Arasha Academy in Nyeri County, sparking nationwide grief. Prior to that, the country had woken up to the news of a fire incident at Moi Girls, Nairobi in September 2017 that claimed 10 students. In 2012, a fire razed down St. Teresa Asumbi Girls in Homa Bay, killing 8 pupils. The fire incident had happened 11 years after a fire killed 67th student at Kianguli Secondary School started by 2 learners. Other school fire incidents that made national headlines were in 1998, the Bombolulu fire incident that killed 26, and St. Kizito Mixed Secondary School tragedy in Meru that claimed 19 lives. Education stakeholders say while every tragedy appears different, the underlying problems remain painfully similar.
The difference you'll find in them probably could be the dates. The content are so similar. The content talks about the structures of the boarding facilities and structures that for the classrooms and other areas where students are supposed to reside and where they're supposed to learn, how safety standards, safety measures are supposed to be established.
Despite the Ministry of Education introducing safety manuals and guidelines, implementation remained a major concern.
So it deals with 3 things: structures, it deals with the policy that establishes within the school framework at least teams that are well versed with safety and standards issues. And these teams, by the time that we had the 2013 Constitution, 2013 Basic Education Act, those teams were incorporated in the basic education regulations as the safety and emergency and disaster management committee.
One striking observation is the recurring dominance of fires in girls' boarding schools. They argue that while discipline and control are important in learning institutions, some schools prioritize strict confinement measures at the expense of student safety. Civil society groups are now demanding accountability and urgent reforms. They are also calling for nationwide safety audits, stronger quality assurance systems, and regular surprise inspections. As families grieve and investigations are ongoing, the country is left with one haunting question: for how long will we be losing lives? Reporting for KBC Channel 1, I'm Aaron Murray.